Hello, everyone, and welcome to Always Tell Me the Odds, a Star Wars Unlimited podcast. I'm Magnus, and with me today, as usual, is Marcus. How are you today, Marcus?
Hello. I'm doing well, thank you. A little bit tired from yesterday and at our adventures. Yeah, but otherwise I'm doing good. Yeah.
Yeah. So, what have you been up to?
we were on an adventure yesterday. We went to Odense in Denmark to play a PQ. So that was fun.
On a Sunday.
Sunday. It was a long trip. I started from home at 6, I think, or something. No, 6:30 or something like that, and then got picked up in Malmö, and then we drove for hours to get to Odense.
Yeah.
And then we played for a whole day, and then it's all the way back again. So I was home at midnight, or no, not midnight, but like 10 or so p.m. So it was a long day.
I left my house at about 6.
Yeah.
In the morning, and I returned at almost exactly midnight. So it was a long day.
Yeah,
it was.
And then all the playing in between there. So, but it was fun.
Yeah.
It was fun. It was also fun. We were 11
very...
people from our local, our local community going there. So that was a lot of fun, actually.
Yeah, well, 9 people from our local, and 2 extras friends that usually they don't live near us, but they do come and join us.
I kind of count at least one of them to our local.
Me too. But if we want to do the fun fact that all 9 of us from our local community did play different decks. That was quite fun, actually.
Outrageous meta here at our local group.
Yeah, so 9 different decks. That kind of tells you how open the meta is.
Yeah.
Also, and I mean, of course, not everyone in our group is super competitive or anything like that. But I mean, I'm probably one of the most competitive people in our group.
But to be fair, I think all of the decks are really good and are kind of up there. I mean, mine might not be. Yours are a little bit of an outcast, and also another one has a little bit of outcast. But they are. I mean, you and the other one, who is a little bit off meta, they did very well, and mine did surprisingly well since I'm still a newbie, but it worked well. So it's a very open meta right now, I would say, for sure.
Yeah, and I think our group did well overall. We had a few 5 and 2s that missed the top cut just, and I think 3 5 and 2s and a few 4 and 3s as well.
Yeah.
So
for sure.
It went very well.
Yeah. So how did you do, Magnus?
Yeah. So I did quite well. I did manage to make it to the top 8 this time. So that was very fun for me. It's my first top 8 in a PQ in this game. So
that was amazing.
Really nice. And I did not really. I mean, I did choose. It was quite different from how I usually do, because I usually don't choose my deck until the last week. I usually narrow it down to maybe 2 decks or something like that. With this deck, I did build it myself.
Which is also cool.
I didn't really get inspiration from a specific other deck. More because so I played Thrawn 4 with the ECL, so Energy Conversion Lab.
Yeah.
And so it's a blue-green villainy deck, and of course it looks quite similar to a lot of others, with the same colors. And now that's the new Vader and Anakin, and you want to ECL those, of course, because that's very, very powerful.
Yes, it is.
Thrawn has his ability with he can double when defeated, and I really like to play with that. And it's so fun to play. And I've always liked the thought of playing with Cobb Vanth and Thrawn, because Cobb Vanth, when he's defeated, you can search the top 10 cards of your deck for a 2-cost minion or unit, and you can play it from your graveyard for free that turn. And so when you double that, you first like look at the top 10 cards, you choose one unit, then you shuffle, put them on the bottom, and then you do the same thing again. So you look at 20 cards.
You do a lot of card looking when we play.
I mean, in games when it's not that uncommon to like have 2 Cobb Vans when defeated in a game. So then you do look at the whole of your deck when you do that. So that's quite fun.
It was interesting first time I played against you with that deck, because you were looking through all the cards all the time. I was like, dude, that's so much cards to go through.
And I'm not gonna say that I'm the first person to like find this little trick, but I think I'm like I did find it myself, at least for me. I didn't see anyone else doing it, but that Cobb Vanth can get any like 2-cost minion or unit, of course. So it works very well with Anakin, because you do want to play a few heroism cards in your deck, so you can like double trigger Anakin and make -3/-3 2 times. So that works very well with Cobb Vanth. So I have in the deck, I have the Lothwolf. Yeah, 3/3 Sentinel that can't attack.
So annoying.
And that's quite a nifty trick when you go and fetch that with Cobb, and suddenly there's a Sentinel on ground that the opponent has to kill, and then after that, like
it's it's very effective to break the tempo of the opponent, because you don't really think that will come. So
it's
very interesting.
Quite. It's it's a fun little interaction. So I'm really happy about how the deck works. And
was there anything special with the meetups you had? We don't need to go through all our meetups, because we made a Swiss of 7. But
7 rounds because we were 70 people.
Yeah,
so quite a big actually. It was really nice that so many showed up. I mean, really good. The most notable thing was that I lost my first game.
Yeah,
I did lose against a Boba Data Vault in my first game, and like the night before, we met up, a few of us, and we played a lot of games. And I have played a lot of games against Boba Data Vault, and I felt before the tournament that I actually did have a slight like this. It wasn't in my favor. It maybe was like I usually win 1 in 3 games, and when you play best of 3, that's not a good good stat. But it ended up actually that on the day, so I lost the first game against the Boba Data Vault, but then later on in the day, I actually won 2 games against the Boba Data Vault. And probably because I've played a lot of games against Boba, and those players. I mean, one of them was actually. Adam from the Nordic Takedown. I'm so humble. We started a nice tradition. Me and him, because he did stay at my place. And he went with us to the tournament. And the last time he did that, we played a lot of games the night before as well, and he won almost all of them. The same this time. But in the tournament when we faced, I won 2-0, and I did the same thing.
The same thing now.
I'm not sure if he wants to stay at my place.
Maybe just go for a hotel next time.
It doesn't. Could be a good thing for him. But I mean that's probably the most notorious thing. I do want to highlight. I did in the last, like in my. Not the last round, the second to last round, when I was 4-1. I did face a really cool Bosk Tarkin Town deck.
All right.
Haven't seen that before. No. Was really nice. Super tight games. I did manage to win 2-0, but I mean, I think the first game I had 1 or 2 health left on my base when I won. So it was 2 very tight games. That was a cool deck.
That's nice. So it's nice to meet some cool decks that you enjoy.
And I do have to. In the top 8, I faced a young kid. Actually, I don't know how old he was, but he was quite young. He he played a Quinlan Torquentown deck, and he played it very well. Really good player, actually. He didn't. What I could see, he didn't do any mistakes. Really, he felt like he played that deck a lot, and that really paid off. So he really took and like. I did not have much to say in those games at all, actually. So
I actually met him in Malmö game week, the qualifier we had in Malmö. But he played Piet Red then. No, Piet Colossus, I think he played. And I played Quinlan Tarkingtown, and I beat him in that game. Yeah. But I recognized him when you sat down opposite to him, and I was like, okay. Yeah. So, because I knew he was good.
Yeah, it was quite fun, actually. If I had to lose a game, it was fun to lose to against him, because he really deserved it, and it was fun to see that he made it all the way to the final.
Yeah, it's always good.
Unfortunately, he did not win the final, but still an amazing effort.
Yeah, it's always good to lose to the people who comes to the finals, because it's it's a good play.
And I did have a good record. The only 2 games I lost the entire day was actually the 2 matches I did lose as well. I lost 2-0 in the first game, and I lost 2-0 against him in the top 8. Otherwise, I won all my games 2-0.
That's nice. Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah,
so good stats.
Felt good. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, how did it go for you?
Well, I'm satisfied. I always, when I go to these kind of all tournaments, I have the goal to win 1 game, and I did, because I went 3-4, so that was really good. But I was a little bit unfortunate, because as you said, we met up at your place the day before and played a little bit, and I played against So I'm So Humble, so Adam, and he's Boba Data Vault, and I played against that before, and I hate that deck because I can't play against it. But I actually figured out how to beat him. So when I played against him at your place, I beat him. Then when we came to the PQ and we got the first game, I was like, who am I up against? I'm So Humble. God dang. So I played Adam in the first game, and I unfortunately I lost 2-0, because he now knew how my deck how it worked, because he didn't know that the day before. And so I went with my Ray, the new Ray Nobody, with the blue force base. So a red, white, and blue deck. And it's also a deck I built it myself. I took inspiration from a guy called Random Number Gaming on YouTube. He has a similar deck, and I tried that out first, and it didn't work at all for me. So I've changed quite a lot in it. Actually, it's not even similar anymore. But that's where I started. So, but I think I found a deck that works fairly well. And the best thing for me is that nobody have ever met this Ray. And when I sat down and they saw it, it's Ray, and I was like, yeah, but it's the new Ray. You realize that? And they were like, what? Oh, what does she do? So they didn't know what it did, and they had no clue what I had in my deck, and that threw a lot of people off, actually. So, but yeah, I had Adam first, and then I had a bye, actually, and then in the third game, I was up against you. So
yeah, unfortunately
that was
you started the day with only playing against
the people who I know. And also we have played quite a lot, and my deck is not very good against your Thrawn. So, but I think I did pretty well in our game, even if
it was especially we talked about that. The first game was really
tight. Yeah. So
yeah.
Because I think I'm starting to get how my deck works a little bit more, because I haven't played a deck this much as I've done this one before going to a tournament. So I'm actually starting to really get a hang of the deck and what I can do with it. And so that went well. And then I had 4 more matches, and I had 2 wins and 2 losses there, and it felt good. I really did a bad game against a Gar Saxon. I should have won that, but hey, that's what the game is about. Also, you need to play well, otherwise you lose, and that's what I did. But I'm satisfied with it. I'm satisfied with the day, because I got 3 wins, even if one was bye. But but 3 wins, and also I got a lot of compliments for my deck, and it felt very well, very, very nice since I built it myself, and I still so new to the game, but I think I figured it out, and I keep saying this, but I actually think the new Ray leader is underrated. I think I heard a lot of people say she's trash, but I actually don't think she is. And I have searched the internet a lot, and I found 2 decks. One is the one that I took inspiration from, and the other one I've tried, but it doesn't work at all because they use the Ray unit, and it's not doing very well in the Ray leader decks. So,
yeah, it doesn't work that
no, that's for Yoda. But yeah, I'm actually very satisfied with this deck, and I will keep playing it and tweaking it a little bit, because now I know kind of what the downside of it is and what I need. So I will tweak it a little bit and try it a little bit more, and I think we'll stick to it for sure.
Yeah, I mean, it's super fun to see. I mean, you went 3-4 this tournament. That's a huge improvement, and you could have as easily went 4-3 actually, because as you said, you should have won the Car Saxon game. But sometimes it was a long day, and unfortunately, have to say it was the worst.
Oh my god!
Like the climate, I don't know. They did. It was a big store.
Yes,
it was a
huge store.
Yeah, but we were a bit too many for that store, I think, and it was a hot outside, and they did not have any any ventilation at all,
and no big windows to open, and it
was like 30 to 35 degrees, and the air was just like, it was a thick mass. When you went in from, you had to go out between every round. And when you went in again, it's
like a wall
going. It was a wall of like just air
super
that's
air.
been there the whole day.
Yeah.
So that was
so it was playing super tough. It was playing super fast as you could, and then as soon as you finished your game, just pack everything together, and everybody ran out, because everybody was standing on the street outside under some trees and just like hanging out, or like 60 people just standing outside, because it was horrible. And it was hard to concentrate actually, because it was bad air and you sweating, and it's like it was super rough.
But I mean, other than that, it was a very fun day. Of course, it's always fun when it goes well, and I'm super happy with my top 8.
Yeah, for sure. And also, we had a friend of ours from our locals. He played. He came with a trench deck, and everyone was like, "What?" But he also went. He actually went to top 4 with that. And
yes, Marcus from our local group. He's
exactly. And he
we have to congratulate him to his
very much
top
so.
4.
I think it's called Njord in Discord. But that was really good.
He played Trench with the Colossus. Really cool deck. You can find it on like the competitive SWU sites probably, and check it out, because it looks very fun. I like to play control decks. It's a very controlly deck, and that's he almost went to time every round. And in that heat.
It's crazy. No, that's a big effort. Like he was grinding it out for sure.
Very much, very much.
But it was the store is like, if you just look at the store, it's a fantastic store, but it was not suitable for that many people for sure. And
no,
so but it was
at least not until they get proper ventilation.
True. Yeah. But it was fun. It went well for us, all of us, almost. So that was fun. So we were happy with that. So we actually have a topic also today.
We do.
What is that?
So we're going to talk a bit about the art and artwork for the game. And we know this is a podcast, so you can't see pictures. You can imagine.
Look at this card.
And you can always go and look them up on the Star Wars Unlimited website. So you can get all the different pictures from the game. So if you don't know what we're talking about, just pause and go
there.
Check them out.
It's Star Wars Unlimited, .com/cards, and there you get all the cards from all the sets, leaders, bases, and cards. So
And if you click on each, when you click in on a specific card, you can also get the different varieties of the cards. So please do check that out. So art. Is that important? How
exactly?
What do you say? Well, is it important for a game? Or
is it important? I mean, yes, I would say so. Since this is my first TCG I'm playing, so for me the art style the art in whole is very important for me. It's always been. It's the same thing when I play computer games or board games or whatever. If it's a good art, I kind of often like the game for some reason, because it speaks to us. And I would also say a lot of people talking about art and the art style and complaining about it, or they think it's good or whatever. But you hear, I mean, we joke around a lot, like the Chewbacca from, what was it, JTL, who looks funny, and there's so many different art styles in this game. I really enjoy open packs and just look at the arts. Sometimes I don't care. I care what card it is, but sometimes I'm just get stuck on cards. I know when we opened the press kit, you and me, I got this Vulpix, this fox-like the yellow. Is it a yellow card or white card? I don't remember.
It's a white card. Just a white card.
White card. We got that in Hyperfoil, I think, and I was just stopping there because it was like a beautiful card. It was super nice. So I would say that art on the cards is very important, and
I'd say that as well. And for me also, not only the art, like the structure of the card, and like the graphics, and how they like picture health and attack and like text, and I think they, for me at least, of course, after a while you get used to a certain type, but from the get-go I really liked how they structured the cards, and I do think like the hyperspace version of the cards is an amazing, like that's the person who
came up with that
idea came up with that on Fantasy Flight should get like a
raise,
a pay raise, because that's such an amazing difference.
I agree on that.
And again, I would have liked all of the cards that should have been like the base base kind. But I do understand why they do as they do, because that gives people you can chase the cards, and as you say, you can get happy opening a pack, even if it's not the special card. You can get happy because it's a hyperspace card, and I guess that's good for a game.
I was actually about to say that I don't agree that like I would like all the cards to be like hyperspace, because of that, the joy of getting a hyperspace card is like, yes, it's so good, because the black, like for me, the black frame around the cards is ugly. It makes the card more ugly. So, and that's why I think it's good that I can chase the hyperspace cards a little bit, for sure. It gets a little bit extra. I don't care for the foil. It's like, that's just not what I like. I like the hyperspace foil cards though, most of the time. But I think the hyperspace cards they are the best for sure.
It feels like when you talk to people, most people say that the foils aren't very interesting. It's the hyperspace and maybe the hyper foil cards that people are interested in, and of course maybe the pristine cards as well.
Of course,
from the carbonite boosters.
But do you think that is because the foil cards are like arcing, they're crumbling up a little bit or getting deformed, or do you think it's because of the artwork, the foil versus non-foil?
I think it's probably a lot because of the bending of the cards, that people don't want to have them in the deck, because you can get in trouble for having that when playing tournament. And also, for me, I don't think the foiling, the regular foiling in this game, it's not that special, if you can say. It's just more foil. But if you like take a hyperspace foil card, that's really stands out.
Yeah.
Or if you take even like the showcases, how they're done the foiling on the showcases, they're extremely different, and that's super beautiful in most cases.
Yeah, true.
So, but the regular foils, they don't really like stand out when you open a pack. It's not like, oh wow, and what a nice foil. It's just you just keep going past the foil.
Yeah.
You don't
not
really,
like the hyperspace. They actually stand out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The foils doesn't. They don't like catch your eye.
I agree on that.
I think that's why. I'd say actually I would like them to just remove the standard foil. I don't think you need that. I don't think the game needs those at all.
The hyperspace foil, I think, should be there.
There could be, yeah, of course, but not the regular foils.
No,
but then,
I agree.
Then again, there could be a lot of people out there who love the foils. I don't know, but in my experience, when I talk to people, most people say that the foils could just be gone from the games.
Yeah.
So, but
yeah, it would be interesting to hear if you listeners could tell us if you like the foil or not, because I think it might also be like a regional thing. Like we don't like it, and other people like it. I mean, for like the bending stuff, is that a common problem here in the Nordics because we have a different kind of climate, but it's not a problem in Spain or in the southern part of US. So like they don't care about that then, and then they like it more. That would be interesting to know.
Could be.
Yeah. But yeah.
So what do you think about like the pristine version of cards, or like even do you care for all? There is the pristine versions. There is like the weekly play versions. Is that something you care about, or?
Well, I would say that I don't care about it, but I would lie a little bit when I do that, because I do get the weekly ones, and I always exchange my ordinary cards, even if they are hyperspace. I exchange them for the weekly ones, because there is something about them that I do like. The pristine card, I don't know. Some of them I actually think are worse than the hyperspace ordinary ones. I bought the Arigalia Prestige now, and it was like prestige. But when I got it, I was like, it's weird. I want that one, but now I have it. So I'm a little bit like, I don't know, maybe.
Yeah, I think it's I guess that's where like your personal preference goes in, because it's the same for me. Some of the pristine cards are I like more, and some I like less.
Yeah,
I do like to have and because I do like to collect a bit, so it's fun to try to have a few, most of them and such. But I don't try to get like for me, I'm not interested in trying to have a whole deck in a certain form, or like I like to have like I do use hyperspace cards if I can, and if I have a pristine, I do try to use one of them. And I really like what they do. Like I'm not sure what they call that, but as the like Shinhati and Balin, when they make the cards go together, so they're
so we put them together side by side.
Yeah. I think that's really amazing. I really like that. That's
because you can see if you put Balin and Shinhati beside each other, you can see Shinhati's lightsaber goes into the picture of Balin. I really like that. It's cool.
And the TIE fighter in the background, and just the whole.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's really beautiful.
It's really beautiful. Like that. I do that. I like.
And for me in this game, the showcases are so. Almost every showcase is an extreme upgrade from the normal card.
They are for sure.
I'm very weak for the showcases, unfortunately. So
unfortunately for your wallet.
I do like try to tell myself that you don't have to play only the leaders you have showcases of, but then I like always gravitate towards the leaders I have showcases.
Yeah, for sure.
I try to make decks and look what kind of deck can I play with this? Because I really want to play and use the showcases because I like them so much.
Like you did with Afra on the show store showdown like a year ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm so happy that I had I did have the luck to get like the Kylo Ren showcase from this set, because that's probably my favorite card from this set.
Yeah.
Both like how they made the foiling on that card is amazing. How the lightsaber really pops out, and just they the artist really captured Kylo from the movie in that card.
Yeah.
I really, it's an
I
amazing
agree. It's a
card,
beautiful card. It's very, very nice. I also, when we played against you play your Kylo showcase against my Rake showcase, they worked, they were so good together, and it was very thematic also. It's like, you can see that on YouTube. We have the video when we play those two decks against each other, and it's a beautiful card. The Kylo Ren showcase is beautiful. And I mean, I also say that I don't need a showcase, but still, I bought the Ray showcase.
Yeah,
for sure.
So for sure, it's hard to keep away.
Yeah, it is.
Is there besides the Ray showcase? Is there like what kind of cards in this in the Legends in Legends of the Force? What's your favorite?
So before I will just say one thing before I go into that. But one thing, because you mentioned it a little bit when we talked about Kylo, is the lightsabers. I think they have, in all cards that have lightsabers, what I can recall, they have made them super well, because they really glow. Even if it's an ordinary card, they really glow and stand out. And it's the same thing with if there are like lightnings, like on Sorcerer's Blast. It's really they have made those really, really good. And I really like that, because lightsabers are such a big thing in Star Wars. So,
and that's something I noticed with like the regular foils. They don't really pop that much with like the lightning and the lightsabers, but if you look at the hyper foils,
then
the same card, then they do really. So the foiling is probably done a bit different in those cards.
Yeah, because I have the Sorcerer's Blast hyperfoil, and I also have Mace Windu hyperfoil, and they are like really popping out, the lightnings on those two. The Mace Windu had this purple lightning, and the Sorcerer's Blast has this blue lightning. It's really, really pops out with the hyperfoil, but also in the hyperspace card. But when I look at the ordinary foil cards, it's like it doesn't do anything. So I agree on that.
Not as much.
Sure. True. But there are some cards in the new games that I really like. I like the Knight, the cards with the Knight trait, so Karis and Talsin Assassins, for instance. Those two cards are, I don't know, that artwork just speaks to me. And also Marin, this red-black card with the green sparks on it. And what is her name? Mother...
Talsin?
No, not Mother Talsin. It's it's a card, a unit. Never mind, I forgot about it. But it's like a voodoo witch. It looks like.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, never mind. But those cards really, that are artwork that I really, really enjoy, and that is just a personal preference, because there's nothing in them that are very special. I just like them for some reason.
Yeah, sounds like you should play on the right side.
So you say. Maybe I should build a Knight deck and just try it out. For sure. But it also, I mean, there's also like Anakin, the new Anakin Skywalker. When he stands there with a black and yellow background, they have made that really glow. Even on the ordinary cards, it looks like it really, really glow. And I really like that.
That's also like, I think you mentioned that quite often. Like when you really go through the deck, you can really see that it's different artists that's made them, because the art style is very different. And like some cards are quite cartoony, and some cards are like almost realistic, trying to make it seem like a picture. And I really like that they try to make it quite different, so that not all of them look exactly the same art style. I think that would have made it a little bit more boring, actually.
I'm pretty sure it would be. Actually.
Yeah, it's still the same. Of course, it's still on the same type, but just like some are more cartoony and some are more realistic, and I really like that. Then again, some cards I really don't like the art, but that's my preference. Like the the Purgle King, I think it's looks super silly, and I really don't like that at all. But that's a personal preference, I guess. So
yeah, I mean,
I still like that they do try to make different types.
Yeah. I really appreciate that, because it's the same thing for me. The Purple King it looks weird to me. The same thing is with what is it called? Torrentatek and the Outer Rim Mystic. They are the same art style. It doesn't speak to me. I think they look weird in the colors, and it feels me.
Yeah.
It gets me to. I feel a little bit weird when I look at them, and I don't like that. But then again, I like that they have done it, because it adds in a variety, as you say. I think that the multitude of art styles in the game is actually what makes the art concept as a whole very, very good.
Yeah, and I mean the art can speak to you in different ways. Like the Legacy Run card, when that's in hyperspace or hyperfoil. Because of like the blue background, it's going like through hyperspace. Is
beautiful.
It really pops. I mean, it's not like the ship is just like a triangle, flying triangle. So it's not like a beautiful or special ship or anything like that. But just the whole composition of the art just really appeals to me, and that's in a completely different way than the Kylo showcase does. It's
completely different art styles.
Yeah. And also I really like the art like on the experience token for this set. It mostly because that feels so much like Star Wars. It's like a youngling trying. He's getting trained by these like flying
the bots
droids that shoot the bots that shoots, and
he has his helmet on him, and
that really captures like Star Wars, and it's very appropriate on like experience because
and also
training.
I remember we talked about that card when we got the press kit from Asmodee, because we were talking about it, both of us really liked that picture, and that it was very thematic, and it's really Star Wars, and it's on a card like experience that we almost don't use when we play. We use tokens instead. So it's that speaks a lot to me, that they have actually put a thought into the artwork here, and they actually cherish the feel of Star Wars. I really like that.
Me too.
For sure.
Yeah, I mean, I guess
it would be fun to. So I don't know. It would be fun to talk to an artist who have been involved into making the game, and listen a little bit how they thought about the whole art concept around the game.
And
so on.
And maybe how the process is. Like how they get the commissions, and that would be quite fun. We can see,
and if they get a card
to make that happen.
And if they get a card like, you should do a Sorcerer's Blast, it does this.
And I mean,
do a picture.
It feels like and I mean, feels like some of them. I don't know if they get like how much freedom they get, because some art really feels like they have gotten sent to them like, okay, we want you to do a card from this like still of the movie, because some art are really like, okay, this is, if you look at the movie, you take a still and just paint that. And some art are really not at all from the movie. It's like
free from the mind, kind of.
So it would be fun to talk to artists about how the process is actually.
Because I think there's is very different from game to game, because I know some digital artists who have done artwork for deck builders, like PC games deck builders, and often they use, like, you send in they put up a bunch of cards, like these 50 cards we want artwork for, and then you do artwork for some of them and you send that in, and then the developers choose which one they want. They get the right feeling. And I know some others just get the commission as like, this is the card, we want you to do this card, or this group of card, or whatever. So it would be very interesting to hear about that from Star Wars Unlimited, for sure. So art,
I think that's about it.
Eye of the beholder, in the eye of the beholder, I would say, and very relative.
Please tell us if you agree with us or if you think we are out of our minds when we talk about these cards. It would be fun to hear, actually.
Yeah, and also if you have a favorite card. I mean, I can't pick out a favorite card. I have some cards that I really, really like, but I don't have a favorite card. It's hard for me to pick those. But maybe someone have a favorite card that they really, really like. I mean, Ray Showcase is my favorite card. Duh. But
of course,
but let us know either in our Discord or a comment on YouTube or whatever. So it would be really nice to hear your thoughts about our art, because it's always interesting to discuss and talk about art, because it's so different for people and what we feel about them and so on. So
So we also have a podcast update. You can call it
a little bit of update.
From now on, we'll actually do the podcast every other week, so bi-weekly instead of each week. It's just to be able to get it to fit it in with with life, so with family and work,
kids, family, work.
It's been a bit hectic to try to make an episode each week. So we think it's going to be better if we do it each other week. It's going to be better content for you to listen to as well. And when we do it like that.
So we will try it for that for some time now and see how that feels, and then evaluate and see. So every second week.
So
for sure,
don't forget, we do have a Discord you can join, and we have a link in the description. We also put episodes on YouTube, and there is a few other videos there as well now, and we can get a little preview, because next week there'll be a new gameplay video on YouTube, so watch out for that. You can also follow us on Instagram and Blue Sky. You can find both me and Marcus on the Swedish and international Discord. Me as Dragonfly and Marcus as Following. So thank you all for listening, and talk to you in 2 weeks. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.